Welcome to qnawire.
So your problem is going to be a binomial setting that we are randomly choosing 5 inmates, and then we know that our statistic is, or our parameter is actually that 40% of those who entered prison had been unemployed, and X is the number of unemployed. So on our first question, let me change this to blue, we would have a combination of 5 choose 3 times 0.4 to the third power times 0.6 to the second power. And we also have our binomial. If we go to the distribution button, and binomial PDF gives us this as well. So we can, and 5 choose 3 is 10, by the way. So let me quickly type this in for you. And we find that that probability to 4 decimal places is 0.2304. That ironically is my address, so kind of funny. Now, we want to find now the likelihood of less than or equal to, so it says at most 6 were unemployed. Well, this is equivalent to 1 minus the probability that 5 are employed. So we're going to find just 1 minus, and then we'll find that probability of 5, which is going to end up being that combination of 5 choose 5, which is 1 times 0.4 to the fifth power, and then 0.6 to the 0. So this is just going to be 1 minus 0.4 to the fifth power. And this comes out to be 0.98976. Now, next we want the probability of having at least 3. And we're going to use our binomial. We're going to find the complement. We're going to find 1 minus the probability that X is less than or equal to 2. And we can do that with our binomial CDF button with 5 trials, 0.4, and 2. Now we can also find the probability 3, 4, and 5 and add them together. So 1 minus, and that binomial CDF, and we have 5 trials, 0.4, and we're going to get that 2, which is going to add up 0, 1, and 2, and then when we take 1 minus, we'll get 3, 4, and 5. And that comes out to be 0.31744. And then our last problem is less than 2. Less than 2 is finding the probability of 0 and 1. And so, or I should say, or 1. And so let's use our binomial CDF for that as well, and put in the 5 trials and the 0.4 and the 1. Or you can just find the probability of 0 and 1 and add them together. And so let me quickly get that for you. And that comes out to be 0.33696.